Hi, I'm Captain Mediocrity.
And I am Econaut.
And you're joining us for episode 5 of...
You've seen it all before.
You've seen it all before, indeed. This is the Wrestlemania 22 Extras edition. Where we talk about the extras on the Wrestlemania 22 DVD.
It's thrilling stuff.
Oh, freaking amazing.
1, 2, 3!
18-man inter-promo battle royale, full of jobbers and jobbers and jobbers.
And fat guy.
Yep. Quick rundown of the participants. Viscera, Snitsky, Eugene Goldust, Tyson Tomko, Rob Conway, Lance Cade, Trevor Murdoch, Matt Striker, Super Crazy Psychosis, Funaki, Stevie Richards, Johnny Nitro, Joey Mercury, the Road Warrior, Animal, who is Animal, whatever, William Regal, and Simon Dean. Guys who are basically not doing anything but still have to earn a paycheck.
I didn't know Animal was wrestling at this point, but he's grown himself a handlebar moustache and looks like he's come straight out of the Village People, and it's not a good look.
And also, Michael Gull has the best line ever in this when he says, "I know Warrior, and he doesn't go that way."
Right. Well, the handlebar moustache begs to differ.
Yeah. This was a really shit battle royale, but it is full of, like, jobbers.
I don't really remember it, apart from Viscera making an M&M sandwich, I guess.
Whilst everyone watches.
Johnny Nitro and...
he breaks
Joey
them into
Mercury.
the business, as they say.
And,
He breaks them in, anyway.
and like, everyone's just kind of standing back whilst he does it, and then once it's done, Snitsy's kind of like clapping. Like, it's a good show.
Yeah. So yeah, Eminem get double butt raped to the horror of Melina.
Oh yeah, Melina was the Banshee.
The last two, it's like Viscera and Snitsky. Snitsky goes for a big boot. Viscera moves to the left a little bit, and like Snitsky suicides himself out. And that was it. Somehow this didn't make the main show. This wasn't an Andre the Giant battle royale. This was just to get these guys on the show.
That Andre the Giant battle royale was good.
It was, yeah. Great finish to that.
Yeah.
Unlike Snitsky just sort of suiciding himself out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we went on to the vignettes. The first one's quite a nice one. It's Foley getting stitches and showing off his nice sneakers signed by Pat Patterson. That was pretty cool. There was another one of Rey Mysterio where basically it's just Rey crying.
Which one's that? I don't remember that one.
It's just Rey crying.
Oh. He does that often.
Yeah, I know. Then we went on to the WrestleMania post-show. Grisham talks, and to be honest, it's boring. HBK's quite funny, but he stutters and it doesn't really look like a planned promo.
This is during his... He was really talking about God at this point.
Yeah.
Like, God is a big thing.
And he also
was pretty funny.
You also have him mentioning Bret Hart going into the Hall of Fame, and HBK's very humble about that. And then you get Cena, and he's not very humble. And then you get Crystal and the Child with some freaks.
Hmm?
Do you remember it's Crystal and Josh Matthews, and they're talking to like kids in the crowd? No?
No, but I remember not liking it.
Blanked out at that point.
Yeah.
This sucks. You get like kids saying, "Oh, I love Cena," and "Oh, I want to see Cena versus Triple H," and they suck.
Oh yeah, I remember it now. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I like to suck Cena's dick." And it's like, well,
line up.
Cena sucks. Stop liking him. All the kids are liking him.
Yeah. So now the most interesting part of the extras, for me at least, was the Saturday night main event, which they brought back for a one-off, which they kept around for a while.
This was before WrestleMania.
Yeah, Saturday night.
Yeah.
It starts off with the main event.
Yeah.
Triple H and John Cena versus Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton. The two main events for WrestleMania. In a tag team match.
Versus each other.
Guess who starts? John Cena versus Randy Orton now.
John Cena.
Yeah.
there was Cena sucks chance again, and the match is just going on. Obviously, you're waiting for some betrayal to happen because all these men are facing each other at WrestleMania. Yeah, now they're working together. But the person who does it first is everyone's favourite John Cena. He's the one who screws Triple H over.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Because he's like a massive baby face.
So...
The other thing to notice here, there's a lot of smoke at the start of this.
RVD.
Yeah.
Back there. But yeah, I mean, there was lots of Cena slap chance, and then Triple H does the pedigree on Cena.
Well, Cena FU's Orton first, and then Triple H breaks up the pin and pedigrees Cena.
But there was a lot of cheers for Triple H pedigreeing Cena.
Yeah.
Like it was a good thing.
But yeah, this sucks because Cena, after getting pedigreed, wins will roll up.
Yeah. Everyone's betraying, because I remember Ray betrays.
Yeah, Ray, that's actually the best part, like Ray Mysterio betraying. Is it Angle he betrays?
Yeah, I think so. They're all just doing their moves on each other, like they don't give a crap anymore, and everyone's just dying.
The match itself was actually quite entertaining because you got like the 5 biggest stars of WrestleMania all in the ring at the same time. It's really interesting.
I mean, that's impressive to do.
Yeah.
I mean, event.
But the finish is kind of sucky. Cause I know like they couldn't really pin anyone properly because they'll look shit at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would have had it end in a brawl.
Yeah. No actual end. They just beat the crap
Yeah,
out of
it's
each
like Kurt Angle punching the shit out of Randy Orton and like Rey Mysterio trying to like take him out.
So Cena actually
Cena and Triple H punching the shit out of each other, and then like security going down just breaking it all up.
Because that kind of just ruins it, really. Oh, Cena wins. Where you can kind of expect what's going to happen. I mean, obviously you're going to expect what's happening. Cena's in the match. He's going to win. So...
Right, they go backstage and it's a Booker T promo, which I can't understand a word he's saying.
Right, you took all the stuff on there, because I got the next bit. So
Booker T is just like... It's insane, because he's like pretending he's hurt, and he's talking to the doctor, he's like, I'm fighting me! Fight to get my tape! And then Teddy Long comes in, and he's like, player holla holla, player holla holla, player holla holla, player attack him. I can't understand a word anyone is saying in this promo.
Booker T doesn't want to...
He doesn't want to wrestle the Boogeyman.
Yeah, because he's hurt.
Yeah.
He's actually scared. This is the best thing that came out of... What's the woman called?
Sharmell.
Sharmell. This is the best thing that they did together. Was the Boogeyman thing, in my opinion.
Yeah,
It was funny. Because they had the freaks and stuff. But the here was Booker T.
It's literally like Booker T and Teddy Long just shouting.
Yeah, but like Teddy Long's like, oh yeah, you can you won't have to fight about Boogeyman, it's okay. And they're like, oh great, and he walks off. He's like,
and then they walk out the door and like they still laughing their asses off and stuff.
Yeah, even though they're literally right outside the door, Teddy Long could probably hear.
Yeah.
Like, oh we did it, yeah, I fooled him. Teddy's like, player, I can hear you, player.
Holla, holla.
Holla.
Yeah, it's funny, but I could not understand a word they were saying.
It's Booker T.
Yeah.
This is his audition for being a commentator.
Yeah.
Because then you can understand what he was saying.
I love Booker T.
Still better than JBL.
Oh, I quite like JP.
That's
Now,
commentator.
Michael Cole. Right. Edge, Lita, and a lot of double-sided tape.
What?
Which she's got that dress that's like...
Oh, right. Anything that Lita wears, I'm okay with. This is the cutting edge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Edge does an awesome promo about Foley being cuddly.
He is.
Yeah, I cuddle Mick Foley. Not against his will, obviously. But this gets a bit weird when Edge sets the table on fire and there's a bag of tacks, breaks down into a chair fight, which is awesome, always. Foley hits a neck breaker on the steel, and then Foley concertos. Yeah. Sorry. Foley concertos Edge, and Foley looks awesome. Like, their match at WrestleMania was amazing. And going into it, Foley was looking great.
So this is basically what's to come at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And they did it right, because they made Foley look pretty cool.
It's basically a preview of what happens, and Foley just looks awesome.
If you watch our video, as you know, that Edge wins the match. So to have Foley look cool in this bit, and then at WrestleMania,
Edge looks like a killer.
Edge just, It gives him like Edge can be hardcore, and that's what the
Yeah.
match is going to be like. So.
Because, like, reading Mick Foley's books and really just from watching what happens after this and knowing what happens after this, Edge's career takes off after this match, I reckon. Now, I don't think that would have happened if it wasn't Mick Foley. And Edge is a great world champion.
Yeah.
And in the years to come,
wrestler.
we've got, like, great Edge promos and great Edge matches to look forward to, even against Cena.
It's not my favourite match, that one. The ladder match.
TLC match.
TLC match. But it's not my favourite. But that's because of Cena.
Okay, actually, I don't understand my notes for this one. I've written Booker and Charmel again. Sexy time, what the fuck, Boogeyman from the ceiling, Booker T runs off.
They are celebrating, they start making out, and then the Boogeyman appears. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't, doesn't he? No, doesn't he run out? And then,
Leave Charmel there. And then she turns around.
Teddy Long's there, he's just maybe? Please me?
Oh yeah, he runs past Teddy Long.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, he like runs and then he's like, ooh, but he's like scared, so he's like, oh, fuck it, he just carries on running. And Teddy's like, well, player's been lying.
No.
Don't you?
Okay. I'll let you do the next bit.
What is the next bit?
JBL,
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
Drinking contest.
This is one of the best things.
Is it?
Yeah, it was hilarious. So JBL challenges Stone Cold Steve Austin to a drinking contest. JBL being a complete dick as a character. He's one of those wrestlers who'll come out and make fun of the hockey team.
Yeah.
That
He actually makes fun of the mayor.
the mayor of where is this place? Where is
Detroit.
Detroit.
But
So
it's funny because like the crowd cheers for the mayor, and then JBL goes, "Shut up! You morons elected him."
Yeah.
I think they're cheering for slagging off the mayor, and then he says,
Yeah.
"Shut up! You elected him, morons." Whatever.
But Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out, which when was the last time Stone Cold came out before this?
Well, I ain't got a clue.
Because he only turns up for
No,
little
WrestleMania 2004, Stone Cold started. Well, he's just
So
guest referee in a match between.
he comes
Goldberg
up
and Brock Lesnar.
WrestleManias basically. Now and
He
then.
was like general manager before that.
So JBL's done. He's challenged him to a drinking contest, which
Oh, he did it for One Night Stand 2005 as well.
isn't a great thing because we know that Stone Cold can drink a lot of beer.
But we also know that JBL can because APA. Like most of their scenes were drinking heavily.
So what you're saying is JBL will be able to put up a good.
he should be
drinking
able
battle.
to, yeah. It doesn't mean turn into a drinking battle though.
It turns into a battle. So they have a table in the ring. They have lots of beers, and they turn their backs to each other because JBL says that's the best thing to do.
That's the best way to do it.
And they start drinking. Stone Cold is drinking. JBL's got a drinking problem.
Yeah.
And just kind of spills it on himself. In fact, I can't remember which commentator it is. It's Michael Carr, I think. He actually makes an aeroplane reference where he says he's got a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Like,
I think. Yeah, he goes. I think JBL's got a drinking problem.
I'm like, that's an aeroplane reference. But Stone Cold just kind of doesn't like just look. He walks to the side of JBL, and he just, huh? And JBL just sees him, and he's like, oh shit. And Stone Cold Steve Austin beats the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Stunner.
Actually, before this segment even begins, there's a sign that says "Where's Jericho?" Awesome. But when Stone Cold actually comes out and gets the mic, he's like, "Son, I've been up since 6:30 a.m. So I thought I'd have a little breakfast. So I had myself an egg and 2 cases of beer. And I thought I better have some lunch. So I had a beer and 15 pitchers of beer." I love Stone Cold. He's like, "No, I drink beer."
Yeah. This is what's on the table is a snack.
Yeah.
Stone Cold. You just gonna. This is just casual. This is it. This is like.
This is a refreshing sip for this man.
Yeah, he goes to a barbecue with his family and he has a table to himself.
Or beer.
Of beer.
Just beer.
Of beer.
Yeah, JBL tries to leave, Chris Benoit throws him back in, and like
Oh.
JBL gets the stunner.
Sorry, I forgot that he exists.
Oh well, depending on who you ask, he doesn't.
Right. I forgot he was actually in the spot.
Yeah, he does turn up and throw.
Yeah. And kills him. Anyway.
I enjoyed it, but like JBL looks like a complete jabroni.
Yeah.
But then he isn't really wrestling at this point, so I guess it's okay.
He does wrestle though. JBL.
That's true. He's wrestling. Right? He's US champion. Shit.
Chris Benoit, doesn't he?
Yeah. Okay. Forget everything I just said. He looks like a complete fool.
Yeah, he does.
Candy and Victoria versus Mickey J and Trish.
What?
Yeah. Candy and Victoria versus Mickey J and Trish. Mickey J!
Right.
Okay, the first thing I can see on your page is you've written lesbian.
No, don't make him seem like that I'm misogynistic.
I just like lesbians, okay?
I like the... Okay. No. This is a thing. This is still the Mickey James and Trish Stratus thing that's going on. And Mickey James fancies Trish Stratus. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Trish Stratus seemed a bit of a bitch. I think I mentioned it before in another video. Like, Mickey James has a crush. Wants to make out. And Trish is like, no. I don't like gays. It's true.
Yeah. Actually, this is really funny because JR says Candice is the weak link when it comes to wrestling. I'm like, no shit. JR says it like it is. I think she's a shit wrestler.
I can't even. I don't want to.
Go on.
No, just doing a JR impression.
I'm sorry.
It's
It's not even a good one. It sounds more like Stone Cold.
Beer.
Burr. That's how you like Stone Cold.
Burr. Do you actually remember anything from this?
Mickey J does an awesome over the top rope flip leg drop thing.
Yeah.
That was good. Mickey J is brilliant. Trish does a double suplex.
Yeah, you got Trish and Mickey James on one team, and they're both good wrestlers.
Yeah.
So you get to see some cool stuff.
Stratisfaction, Victoria Jobs. It's a shame. I really wanted Candice Michelle to get pinned, but I guess Victoria's not doing anything, so whatever. Okay, so Mickey James has the mic. She gives Trish a kiss goodbye, and then hits her with a chick kick.
Yeah. Which is what you do.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
want to go
definitely,
out with some, like, I'm sure when you met your girlfriend, you
Kiss
kicked
her
her in
goodbye.
the face.
Kick her in the face. Mark Henry and Daivari.
What? Oh, right, yeah.
They go, yo, Undertaker! And then there's a gong, they have a brawl, chokeslam Daivari on coffin, tombstone Daivari on coffin, that's it.
Cool.
I guess it sets up the coffin match, casket match, whatever.
Nothing.
Actually, because I didn't like the match at WrestleMania.
Don't remember.
It wasn't very good.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a shit about Daivari. He's not very good.
Shit. He's a wrestler?
But I guess it's kind of cool to see the Undertaker kill him, but...
Yeah.
And a chokeslam and tombstone on the coffin. Fine. HBK versus S. Mac. Shane O'Mac.
Oh.
Mac Daddy Shane.
You mean Shane?
Yeah, Shane O'Mac.
Man. So this is another, like, lead up to the main event. Well, the match at WrestleMania between Vince McMahon and HBK. And once again shows that HBK can be quite hardcore and
Murderers.
yeah, have murderous intent and will
He runs up the ramp to attack Shane.
completely murder Vince, which he does.
Shane sets up the ladder and tables and stuff, and then like gets superplexed off the ladder through the tables. That's a pretty hardcore spot. But Shane O'Mac was always great for taking them.
There are ECW chants
Yeah.
in the crowd.
And Shane McMahon always takes the big hits. I love Shane Mac.
So we couldn't shame that.
Sorry. Vince knocks HBK off a ladder. Shane does a ladder attack.
Shane does a ladder attack.
I know.
It's super effective.
Shane does like an awesome DDT. He does chair shots to HBK, coast to coast to Vince. Oh yeah, that's it. He accidentally does the coast to coast to Vince, which is funny.
Yeah.
Sweet chin music. Vince pulls out ref, low blows, screw job Bret Hart.
What?
Don't worry, I haven't got much. It's fine. But yeah, low blow, it's fine.
It was a good match because Shane's cool. HBK is good.
Even Vince McMahon's cool, actually.
Yeah, he sure did take a beating at WrestleMania, didn't he?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Pretty amazing.
God, I've got loads of notes in Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Okay, to start off with, he didn't watch the Hall of Fame because he couldn't be bothered.
It's long and boring.
But I did watch all 3 hours of it.
You didn't. You ought to skip some of it.
I wish I skipped Tony Atlas's. It starts off with Lawler talking bullshit. They talk about the road to WrestleMania. It's like a road sign saying bears and alligators. Yeah, I didn't understand that either.
Jerry Lawler said that.
Yeah.
The road to WrestleMania is like a road sign that says bears and alligators.
So the first inductee was 2 of them. It's the Blackjacks. They show a video and it's cool because like it shows Mulligan teaming with a very young JBL and the Lanza road agent.
Yeah.
Lanza was a road agent and stuff. That's cool. That's cool. Bit of history. Bobby the Brain Heenan inducts the Blackjacks. Bobby the Brain Heenan is always awesome, always funny. You may remember Bobby the Brain Heenan. I'm trying to think of somewhere you've seen him. The only one I can think of is when him and Gene Oakland were in the cupboard with Mae Young and Moolah. Do you remember that?
When was that?
WrestleMania before this one, I think. Or possibly a few before
When did you
this
show
one.
me that? Put it on the video.
No.
That just sounds like a start of a joke.
Yeah, I know. Bobby Brain Heenan says, I have put a red emerald under one of your chairs and the person who finds it gets free WrestleMania tickets for next year. Everyone looks and he goes, April Fools. It plays the Waltons music for some reason.
Oh God.
It's not actually the Waltons music, but like their theme does sound like it. So Lanza starts off and he's a mumbler.
Who's that?
Blackjack Lanza.
Oh, okay.
He's a mumbler.
Okay.
He says like, I appreciate Heenan. Tells a strange story about Heenan's granny.
Related to the wrestling.
He then says, Bobby the Brain Heenan, when I first met him, I thought he was either gay or stupid. Gay and stupid. And there's nothing wrong with being stupid. Boo, boo, boo. Okay.
So.
Yeah, he's a homophobe.
Right. What was the crowd? Did the camera go to the crowd?
Yeah, did it? No, I think you could just hear booing. Or ooh.
Oh. Someone was like, you see all the superstars just like,
Don't.
I looked up to him.
Yeah.
I would, if I was there, I would laugh my ass off. Like,
Great. Mulligan does a speech. He doesn't really say anything important, but it is much better. Moving on to Vern Gagne, who's a wrestler and promoter. He trained Sergeant Slaughter, Ric Flair, Bob Backlund.
Wow.
In 1988, Lawler was the AWA champ. Don't know why I wrote that. The person who inducted him is Greg Gagne, his son. Big woo for Flair.
woo.
And then Vern Gagne does the Flair walk. I like Vern Gagne. He's actually he's really cool, but he doesn't like McMahon.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Fuck.
I like how you've organised your notes.
Arguing with Greg. Okay. I actually haven't read anything about Greg Gagne.
Well, he was interesting.
Yeah. Vern Gagne is great, by the way. That's it. He's inducted. It's fine. He's amazing. He deserves more than this, but I haven't got more than this.
When you watched all 3 hours of it, he blanked out a couple of times.
Okay, there actually was a bit I skipped. It was a fat guy. I think he might have been a footballer. The reason I skipped him was John Cena was inducting him. The other thing is he ate a refrigerator or something.
What?
His name's Refrigerator, but I don't know if it's because he ate a refrigerator.
He didn't eat a refrigerator, man.
But he's something to do with a refrigerator.
Right, so he wouldn't eat it though. He probably eats a lot.
Here's a fat guy, his name was Refrigerator.
Yeah.
I just presumed he's eating
Because
a
he
refrigerator.
consumes a lot of food, like a refrigerator.
But he's a football player.
So?
And Cena inducted him. And he's in the Hall of Fame. I can't even remember his name.
It's probably John Cena's best buddy. I'm
Nah.
sure he has lots of best buddies.
Yeah.
He's just like...
They're all Americans.
But man, could you put this guy in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, no, fucking. What's his
Yes.
name? Fat guy. He ate a refrigerator.
He's called Refrigerator.
Because he ate one.
He did not eat... I don't know who he is, but I'm sure he didn't eat... It's not possible. He would be rectangular.
I didn't say he swallowed it whole.
He didn't
Chewed
swallow
it.
it at all. He consumes
He
food.
consumed it by chewing a refrigerator.
Or he's really cool.
That's just bad.
Either way. He's a really cool fat guy.
Doesn't matter.
Like a
Okay,
refrigerator.
he didn't watch the Hall of Fame, but there were two inductees I did show you.
Yes, you did.
Sensational Sherry and Bret Hart.
Because they were funny.
Sensational Sherry, who I've always loved, because she's awesome. She screams a lot, but I like screaming.
She definitely didn't seem... It definitely seemed like she didn't have much of a speech. Like a script.
Yeah, she
to
hasn't
follow.
really had anything prepared.
She came out and shouted at everyone.
Yeah.
And had some really funny stories.
She was always a great wrestler, manager, and performer, and everything.
I do remember... She was with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember her from. I remember watching some of those other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, she was with HBK. You saw her with Randy Savage.
Yeah.
She talked about being in WCW with Harlem Heat, which is a great story. Watch Sherry's induction to the Hall of Fame because it's brilliant.
It's worth watching. She points out a lot of things. A lot of the superstars like. Well, she points out Booker T because she. Well, we'll talk about it though.
Yeah. Oh no, she says like WCW were worried about her working with a black guy because of the O.J. Simpson stuff.
Right.
So instead they put it with two black guys.
Yeah. And then I said sorry to Shamel.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she has to put up with that.
Yeah.
Like what? Mae Young and.
She was inducted by Ted DiBiase, which is also awesome.
Oh yeah. The Fabulous Moolah.
Yeah.
She points her out. She gets up. Mae Young's sitting right next to her, and which is just cool to see them. And Ric Flair, which is probably the funniest thing.
Yeah. She tells a story about Ric Flair, and Ric Flair just goes purple.
Yeah. He's right next
with
to
his wife slash daughter, because
Slash-
I'm not sure which way round they are, because
Yeah,
exactly
I
the
think it's
same.
with both of them, but it was kind of.
They
fun.
might have both been his daughters actually, because I'm sure his wife isn't.
She
They
isn't-
both
she
women
isn't-
next to him look like 20, and I'm sure one of them is his wife and the other
Yeah,
one's his daughter.
I think his wife's probably around 30.
Yeah, maybe.
So I don't know, but
Maybe her boob job's only 15.
but yeah, what was that story about? Because it was quite funny.
I'll just go check. It's like Rick. I can't remember, but just go watch Sherry's induction because it's awesome. She tells a few great stories. It is really worth watching. She
Yeah.
is so entertaining.
She's quite inside because she talks about WWF, WCW, different parts of back then.
Growing up as well and
Yeah.
fighting Moolah. And,
Yeah,
really
so it's
interesting
quite
stuff.
interesting. In between the parts where she's telling the crowd off, telling them to shut the hell up because it's
Screaming
the
at
time.
them, yeah.
Just
Laughing her own arse off.
Yeah.
I'm guessing she's pretty sauced up.
so really, it's
She
funny,
was hilarious.
but it's
yeah.
also interesting in between.
And Ted DiBiase before is also really good as well. He's always good.
Yeah.
Next up is Tony Atlas. I hate Tony Atlas. He's just a guy with freaky muscles. But he was the first African American to win a WWE title, the tag titles with Rock's dad, Rocky Johnson.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's been inducted by Special Delivery Jones. Who was his tag team partner before Rocky Johnson? Yeah, I want him to die.
Why?
He is so boring.
Oh, that's not fair.
I told you what he's like. He's like, I said to Atlas, I won't stop, and he said, please,
Oh, yeah.
please, Speed Delivery Jones, please stop, and he said, okay, I'll stop. And then they went to Nigeria, and then like these guys, they were like, oh, can he lift 50 pounds? So Tony Atlas lifted 50 pounds, and just like, he said, I'm hungry. I was like, I tell you, you're always hungry. He said, Special Delivery Jones, I want you to stop. I said, okay, I'll stop. So we went to Egypt, and Yeah, these guys in the gym, they say, Tony Atlas, can you lift 60 pounds? And Tony Atlas lifted 60 pounds, and then Tony Atlas said, I'm hungry. And I said, oh, I'm not going to start.
Alright.
Colombia.
Alright!
Atlas barely speaks. He talks about when he was poor. He gives a really nice story of how he met his wife. And
Is that wrestling related?
yeah, because he was wrestling.
Well,
Not actually at the time, but like he was wrestling at the time he met her.
wrestling and just looked at
Like
the crowd.
he didn't have anywhere to stay, and she took him in and like gave him a meal and stuff. And
Oh, okay.
it's quite a nice story, but Tony Atlas isn't
They
interesting.
should make a movie out of it. It'd be the next Rocky. Be pretty.
I admit that like Tony Atlas's thing is he's first black African American, first African
He's
American.
black.
He's the first African American to win a title in the WWF, whatever. And like that is an achievement. And he wasn't awful, but growing up, the only thing I remember Tony Atlas for was briefly being Mark Henry's manager and doing nothing.
I don't remember that.
No, you don't want to.
I tried to forget everything Mark Henry did in the 90s.
Yeah, it wasn't in the 90s. That was the 2000s.
And any time, really. I don't want to remember Mark Henry. Even if he is still going. Kind of.
Yeah. Actually, I really should show you Gene Okerlund's as well because he is funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
You should watch that one as well. He's inducted by Hulk Hogan.
Oh no.
There's chants in the crowd of Hogan Austin, one more match. Those sort of chants. We never had a match between Hogan and Austin, I don't think.
I'm not. No.
They're like the biggest icons the WWF ever had. Even with The Rock.
Yeah.
Rock would probably be third, I'd reckon.
They're up there, yeah. They're the top 3.
Yeah.
And John Cena's 4. Well, John Cena's quite high actually. I guess he's number 1 because he's quite popular. He's been popular for a very long time now. But he is up there with them.
Yeah.
In icon, unfortunately. Though then again, Hulk Hogan. So I guess that's also unfortunate. Though for the time it's not that unfortunate. But I mean, they were all out in WrestleMania this year.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So that was cool.
That was actually probably the best part of WrestleMania.
It was. It kind of wasn't like Hulk Hogan the host of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And he showed up once.
And fucked it up.
He messed it up. Which Paul Heyman decided to continue like a couple of weeks afterwards. Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the night after because he's talking about the streak, wasn't he? He's like,
yeah.
we ended the streak in the Superdome. Like, oh, Hulk Hogan's the Superdome.
I'm sure
Well, the other way around. I can't really remember now.
Yeah, he said Silverdome.
Yeah, in Superdome.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the closest we got to Austin and Hogan. I don't want to see that match though.
No.
And Austin would win, hopefully.
Stone Cold Stunner versus the leg drop.
Yeah.
He says every wrestler can cut a promo, but that's bullshit. Any wrestler can cut a promo. Shit, really?
I don't think so.
The amount of times I've cringed at promos. No.
Yeah.
I've written some really weird things and I don't know what they mean. I've written Heenan kisses forehead.
Whose forehead?
I don't know.
Hogan's?
Possibly. Iron Sheik choked his chicken. Oh, these are all interviews of Okerlund. So there's one where like Bobby the Brain Heenan kisses his forehead.
Oh, so the promos.
There's another one where Iron Sheik talks about choking his chicken.
Promos. This is like the golden age of
Yeah.
wrestling promos.
Iron Sheik
Macho
choking his
Man,
chicken.
Iron Sheik. Yeah, perfect.
I've written Gene hits with cowbell. I don't remember what that one is. Say it.
No.
Damn it.
I'm gonna need more cowbell.
Yeah. Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, he turns up. And Chris Benoit drags him in.
Oh no. My first thing I wrote about this. This is the closest Benoit will ever get to being in the Hall of Fame, inducting Eddie Guerrero.
Yep.
It's also the closest Chavo Guerrero will get to being in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And Rey Mysterio is there as well. And Vicky. And the kids. Chavo gets choked up really quickly. It's actually a really touching speech.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They've done Eddie Respect for a while.
Yeah.
As we've been watching, but it's not all fake.
No,
You can
there is.
tell.
I have a lot of respect for Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
I didn't like him as a wrestler when I was a kid. It's really been like the adult me who got into like Eddie Guerrero.
I guess that's because as a kid you believe in the characters. I guess. So
Yeah.
You just look at him as a bad guy.
Like, he's lying and cheating and stealing. I can't get on board with that.
But now,
Fuck, I love lying and cheating and stealing. It's weird, yeah.
the way to go. But Ray, and obviously Chavo and Vicky, and Chris Benoit, they're all friends. They all knew Eddie Guerrero really well, so you know.
Yeah, his wife knew him really well.
Yeah, unfortunately.
She wasn't excuse me at this point.
She lost it after this.
Yeah. But yeah, so Chavo and Benoit have their speeches, and then Vicky and the kids come out, and Vicky's in tears.
Yeah.
She instantly starts crying, and she thanks the Lord Jesus, and
Why?
the crowd gives him any respect.
What did Jesus do?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's not go into that.
I apologise.
But yeah, it was touching.
Yeah.
It's also like, it must have been really difficult because you knew instantly she was going to be crying.
Yeah.
Chavo was in tears. I think Benoit was really choking up.
No!
Bret Hart! We are evil
Chris
people.
Benoit was probably choking up the kids.
No. Bret Hart. Like the promo video for Bret Hart being inducted was like, he's the 8th of 12 kids.
Oh my god.
Most of them wrestling.
This is the other one I watch. So
He's not a nice man, he's the son of a bitch in WWE. Stone Cold Steve Austin inducts him.
Oh, I don't remember that bit. What I remember from the Bret Hart one is, I mean, you'll get into the Owen Hart stuff,
Yeah.
but I remember him. He said a couple of things about Hulk Hogan that weren't really nice things.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what they were, but the camera cuts to Hogan and he does not look impressed. Like, not even like a smile. He looked really angry.
And then it cuts to someone in the crowd, like, really aggressively fist pumping on the balcony. Fine.
Is he alright?
But yeah, actually, I was talking about Stone Cold inducting him. Bret Hart pretty much made Stone Cold's career. WrestleMania 16, when Stone Cold Steve Austin's like really bleeding a lot, and he's got him in a sharpshooter, and Stone Cold refuses to tap out.
Yeah.
Stone Cold lost, but he looked like a badass doing it.
This was.
That's how you make a wrestler.
Was this blonde haired?
No, he was bald by this point.
Oh, okay.
This isn't like beautiful blondes. Bob Holly was still like that at that point, actually. But yeah, it was nice. It's a really nice thing.
Yeah.
He tells some great Owen Hart stories, but then pretty much every wrestler can tell a great Owen Hart story because Owen's style was hilarious.
Obviously, Brett knows him
Yeah.
quite well.
But he talks about like Owen phoning up as a pizza guy and like they're getting into an argument, and it's like he hangs up and he's like, "Fucking Owen."
No, he rings up his dad.
Yeah, he like
He rings up his dad pretending to be
a friend of his. Yeah, it was a bodybuilder, wasn't it?
Yeah, and like
They have this massive argument.
Have
And
this argument.
Stu Hart's got like these veins
And Bret
pumping
Hart
because he's furious.
with his dad.
He puts the
listening
phone down,
in.
sits down, he's like, "Damn it, Owen Hart got me again. Owen got me again."
Owen got me again.
But I've heard loads of stories about Owen Hart doing impressions of Stu Hart and Vince McMahon and just rigging people up in
Yeah,
hotels.
what was the hotel one was funny.
Yeah, and then the hotel one is like, go watch Bret Hart's induction because he tells he's much better.
Yeah.
Actually, just go on the internet and type in Owen Hart stories. There's millions of them, and they're all really funny.
There's also the one in the stripper club. Where
That's
he,
actually a story about Neidhart. He tells some great Neidhart stories.
yeah,
as well.
Neidhart, yeah. And he like goes and beats up Vince McMahon pretty much.
No, he wants to. There's
No,
like the
he
L&D put him on the shoulders and do like
Yeah.
a really soft.
Oh right, yeah.
What's
he
their
goes and
finisher
plays,
called?
like
What is their finisher called? Doom Device? I can't remember what it's called, but you know, when he's on the shoulders and he jumps off, does a clothesline. He does that, but like Vince McMahon lands softly into like a crowd of wrestlers. Like Neidhart's like, Hart Foundation would have done it.
Yeah, we'll do it. Do you want me to do it? I'll do it.
So yeah, watch Bret Hart's induction. Check out any Owen Hart stories because they are amazing.
Yeah.
So last thing I have to say about this, about Bret Hart deserves his induction. He's an incredible wrestler. He had an incredible career. It didn't end in the best circumstances, obviously, and he's made it up to, like, they've made up Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart made up as well, which when you consider their relationship in the late 90s, that is a big thing. And he must be so proud to be in the Hall of Fame, and the WWE should be proud to have him in the Hall of Fame. The only thing really is Owen Hart isn't in the Hall of Fame. Loads of legal battle problems with his widow, because she's probably still upset, obviously.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day he gets the recognition he deserves, because he is the greatest. I love Owen Hart. His promos are awesome.
Be in the Hall of Fame. I think Brett would agree then, because it's funny how he really didn't make this induction about himself at all. He doesn't really talk about himself a lot. He
talks a little bit about his family growing up.
Yeah,
he talks about Owen. He talks about the Hart Foundation.
Yeah, but like he talked about it was mostly aimed at Owen.
Yeah.
Most of that was Owen stories.
I want Owen Hart to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. I'm guessing pretty much every wrestling fan ever does, because there really isn't many better than Owen Hart.
Is there? I guess they can't do much with Owen Hart because of the legal battles.
Yeah, they can't put him on any DVDs. There's no compilations.
See, that's what they need to do.
You've got a Bret Hart compilation, but it doesn't have the cage match, which is one of the greatest matches of all time.
A Owen Hart documentary film.
There are kids watching wrestling today. They could be the biggest fan, but they've probably never heard Owen Hart mentioned, and therefore don't know. And it's like the wrestling fans' jobs, as well as the WWE's job, if they could, is to show new wrestling fans what Owen Hart is, among other great wrestlers as well, but Owen Hart especially.
Because a Owen Hart documentary would be the best wrestling documentary, because there's a lot to
He had an amazing life. His wrestling career is amazing. His stories about his jokes and pranks, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
His matches are fantastic.
Well. There's a lot in the ring.
Yeah.
Not just great matches and all, but things like pranks.
Yeah,
he still did in the ring. Mistakes like Stone Cold's neck.
That's the sad side. He did break Stone Cold's neck.
But I'm sure Stone Cold probably doesn't care. He probably did. Well, he finished the match. He won. So obviously, I'm sure he wants to wrestle, but and there's obviously a lot of stories. So to have a documentary from his life, the best matches, and then have loads of different superstars and friends and family tell his stories. That would probably be one of the best DVDs.
So hopefully Owen Hart will get an induction.
Yeah.
In the future, soon. He deserves it so much.
And if not, we've got the WWE Network, which makes it a lot easier to put these things out.
So at this point, people can, if they go check out older wrestling, they can see Owen Hart matches. The cage match at King of the Ring '94. That might not be right. I can't really remember. But that is it's a long match, about 40 minutes. But the 40 minutes is so entertaining.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest matches of all time. There's thousands of great Owen Hart matches. Actually, my first exposure as a wrestling fan to Owen Hart was with Jeff Jarrett in a tag team. Because I had Wrestlemania 15 on a video. And I really like Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett. And it was only about a month or two before Owen Hart died, tragically. So it took me a long time to realise how great Owen Hart actually was. That was the extras from the DVD.
Yeah.
Were they great?
Some of it's worth watching, actually.
Yeah. I would actually recommend watching more of the Hall of Fame.
I was going to say that there's at least 3 or 4 in there that it's worth watching. Unfortunately, if it's 3 hours long, it's not easy. But
I would skip the Jerry Lawler speeches, because some of them are okay, but they're not really important. I would skip the Fridge guys. I'd probably watch Tony Atlas being the inductee guy speaking, just to see how annoying he is.
Oh, okay.
What is it? Special
the
Delivery
ones
Jones.
that are worth watching.
Gene Oakland's worth watching.
Gene
as well.
Oakland, I was going to say.
And Sherry
I
and
haven't seen,
Bret Hart. You haven't seen all of Bret Hart's, actually, because you had to leave.
Did they not?
No, I don't think you did.
Well, you showed me the
I showed you Owen Hart stories, yeah. But Stone Cold inducting him, I don't think you saw.
I didn't see that, no.
And Ted DiBiase inducting Sherry, you didn't see.
No, I did see that.
Oh, you did see that? Throwing the money into the crowd, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you should watch that again though. But yeah, it's worth checking out. The rest of it, the Saturday Night Main Event, it's probably worth checking out because there's some good stuff on it. But it's not amazing.
That's the thing, there's some good stuff in this. It's worth watching the Mick Foley, the Cutting Edge.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And the Shawn Michaels versus
Shane McMahon, yeah. Other than that, the Job of Battle Royale's nothing. Viscera wins, actually. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We mentioned Snitsky jumping.
It's probably the only match I can remember Viscera winning before he becomes Big Daddy V.
No. God bless his soul.
But Stevie Richards was like, out of 18 people, Stevie Richards was like the third best person in there.
Thing is, I don't even remember him being in it. Like,
He wasn't in it long.
the camera did not show him. I
No.
swear.
He did like fuck about for a bit, but he wasn't in it.
He did do a super kick.
Simon Dean went out instantly, obviously.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, stop talking about the Battle Royale. We'll be back for Backlash 2006. So yeah, meet us there for You've Seen It All Before, Episode 6. Signing out is
McNerd.
and Captain Mediocrity.
Wrestling rules. Sometimes. Yeah.